Hello and welcome in today's episode of DDM.fm podcast. Our today guest is a person who is making waves in tech world for over a decade, leading innovate projects and helping shape the future of web development as CTO of Hyperia. We are so excited to welcome Lukas. Lukas, you had quite a journey from web developer to CTO. What this was always the path you planned, or this was just you just keep coding and this happened?
Yeah. At first, thank you to be here. It wasn't planned. It wasn't planned, I would say. I was a developer and I am developer. I consider myself as a developer because I like developing stuff these days as
Mm-hmm.
well, even if I don't have so much time for that. But back then, when I was on the university, I was building several businesses
Mm-hmm.
with my classmate, and the businesses was about building application.
Mm-hmm.
And in that case, or in that point, I started work as a developer, and
Mm-hmm.
after that, somehow I uh, I did my best, and after some time, I became a CTO here in Hyperia.
Mm-hmm. It sounds pretty easy. Like everyone can do it. But I know that the journey wasn't probably that easy. I have like one question for you. Like one was because on the DDM.fm podcast we like to talk about problems and challenges and goals to achieve by using data. Like what is like one goal which you wanted to achieve by using data, and you are achieving this goal right now?
Mhm. Yeah, we had several problems, but our main problem was, and I would like still is, because it's not the
Mm-hmm.
end story. It is measuring developer performance or
Mm-hmm.
measuring efficiency of developers, and it's a topic which we uh, deal with that problem, and we try to handle it with the data as well, because you know if you can't measure it, you can't see it, and that was
Mm-hmm.
our problem. So we need to did some observation how to measure the performance of
Mm-hmm.
the developers or my teammates, and
Mm-hmm.
how to evaluate the utilization and effectivity of all developers.
Mm-hmm. And what was the first step you took in this process?
Actually, back then, we tried several approaches. For
Mm-hmm.
example, um, count line of codes, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe or how many commits they did
Mm-hmm.
in the project. But it was okay. It can
Mm-hmm.
bring you some picture
Mm-hmm.
about utilization of developers, but it's a small piece of
Mm-hmm.
the whole picture. So we tried these days a new approach. I
Mm-hmm.
can't say that it's a new approach, but we use, for example, Space Framework and Dora metrics to
Mm-hmm.
evaluate utilization and effectivity of our
Mm-hmm.
developers. So for
Mm-hmm.
example, for example, I tried to grab as much data as possible from GitLab,
Mm-hmm.
because we use
Mm-hmm.
GitLab as our tool for storing repositories and projects, and
Mm-hmm.
grab the data, and based on the data evaluate the whole things.
Mm-hmm.
So this can be one approach. The second approach is I tried to send I called a developer experience survey.
Mm-hmm.
It is a survey where I asked our developers about their experience about the project, about tooling, about processes, about all things which can we
Mm-hmm.
consider or we can connect with their work. And
Mm-hmm.
based on that data, or based on that questions, we can evaluate as well their motivation, their
Mm-hmm.
uh, their their motivation, let's say.
Okay, so this was the first step, and some steps after that. But where are you gathering all of the data? Like from the survey, from GitLab, from how many lines of code they wrote per day? Like, do you have some kind of one repository when you're gathering all the data and you measure these things, or what's your approach to that?
Yeah, through API, I can grab all this data from GitLab, and I think I stored that API on Google Cloud Platform, and the data I can store into BigQuery, and on that BigQuery I can use, for example, Power BI. We are using Lukas Studio for visualize our data to specific graphs and plots.
Okay, so let's talk about specific graphs. Like, let's say you just came to work and you want to look on efficiency on your team. Like, what is like first graph you look at and why?
Um, I can't say that there are only one graph which I observe, because it's impossible to measure developer productivity by one number. It's impossible
I
because
agree.
you have to look at it at context, and the context is really important. So there is no one graph. Uh, I consider all these, let's say, this Lukas Studio or these metrics as a whole, and I can't say that this is my favorite one, and my favorite one graph and my favorite one number. There is no silver bullet in that.
Okay, so you have the data and you have the context. I'm wondering, you have place to gather the data. Where are you gathering the context? This is like something or something like from the notes from the projects or notes from the teammates. Like I'm just wondering, like from where you're gathering the context side
Yeah,
of the equation.
context I can grab from my teammate or from my team leads, because I have really great teammates, and all my colleagues do.
Shout out to the
So
teammates watching that. Like, hey guys, yeah, Lukas is saying some good words about you, so listen, yeah.
it is so easy that it is really hard to explain how I grab the context, because when I talk with my teammates, I talk with my team leaders. I ask the specific question, and I can grab the context from them. Or maybe we had a lot of tooling. For example, we are using Odoo for our CRM, and in that tool we have all stuff all kind of information, like attendances, like time offs, and etc. So yes, from this tool and my classmate and sorry classmate teammate
Teammates.
teammate, yeah.
Okay, so and we were talking about data and context, and I am just wondering, like, how you improve this process along the way. Like you said about first steps, the what are you doing right now, and I imagine that, and you said it like efficiency is never-ending project at the beginning. So, how you improved this process along the way? Do you have like some kind of maybe meetings once per week, once per month, or this is like the ideas which come from your team, like how to improve this process, or you are thinking about it, or I'm just asking, how you plan to change in the future with upcoming challenges.
Yeah, definitely. We had a lot of meetings where we evaluate the process of grabbing all this kind of information. For
Mm-hmm,
example, once a week we had or we have utilization meeting where we evaluate a previous week.
mm-hmm,
if there is some problems, if there is something which can help with, we can help, or if there is something which we have to, for example, postponed or change priority. And definitely we discuss more about technical stuff, like our vision and what we want to do in next 1-2 months. But regarding the process, yeah, definitely there are plenty of room for improvement, or space for improvement. But these days, I think we have all these things on the level that we can work with this data. But in the future, we will see what future brings to us. Definitely, there we have plenty of options. For example, with artificial intelligence, which can bring to us. It could be game changer in our field, and definitely AI can help us to evaluate and maybe evaluate the whole data and maybe give us a better insight into that data. So yes, definitely there we have a lot of things what we can improve, and AI can help us with it.
And talking about the future and preparing for the future, like how are you staying updated on the trends of new technologies? This is like some constant learning process for you. Like from where do you gathering the information you need?
Yeah, I agree that the process of learning is never-ending story, and it's really important to learn every time. And I have plenty of resources where I can inspire or where I can grab more information about technology. For example, podcasts, articles. I would like to study a technical radar, for example, where I can learn about new tools, new techniques, new technologies, and that's great inspiration for me.
And lastly, what is the one thing that keeps you excited about your work as CTO every day? It's some thrill of solving something problem or something entirely different.
Yeah, actually, every day is unique for me, and uh, I can't say one thing because it's combination of all these things. Because every time I like to explore new ways how to do things better, new ways how to improve our businesses. Definitely, I like to prepare our vision for for our technology, our vision for our projects. So it's great opportunity to be here and to do things what I like. You know, answer on your question, I don't have one thing. I have a lot of things every day, and definitely talk with my team and trying to help solving problems with my team and and uh, okay. And build their knowledge, but and build their knowledge, give them opportunity how they can grow in our company. That's pretty important for me because if we grow, our businesses grow. If our businesses grow, our happiness grow in our company. So it's a circle, and it's necessary to grow as a
Okay,
person.
so yes, I totally agree. Lukas, it's been a pleasure hearing about your journey and how you are helping your team solving different problems, build their knowledge, and help them grow, basically.
Thank you. Bye bye.